Alright, so it's Friday, just after 5. Kind of like mentally drained. I've been battling policies and roles in AWS land. But, what can I show? Yeah, so recently, let me cut to this scene. So a couple days ago, I worked on this. What's happening is you're dragging a sprite, or like an icon, from a source. This is like your desktop. You drag it in here, and then it goes into the repo folder. So then the program knows where it is. And then what I'm going to do right now is make it render right here. So you can actually like grab it and drag and drop it over here. Which this part will have a drag and drop snappable grid deal. And that's how you will develop the menus. Over here there will be a nested or sibling menu layers. There will also be button bindings so that it can adapt based on the camera. But this is all still like in development, and there might be some obvious problem I'm not aware of, but this part will definitely work. It's just taking images, building JSON definitions of the scene. We'll use HTML2 canvas to squash all the layers together and create a single image, which is what will be displayed by the camera. And then you have to add like function bindings to all the icons, or the icons, like if you click them they go to another layer. That's what the nesting thing is about. But anyway, that's a lot. Right now I'm just going to work on the rendering this thing here, which another thing to consider is, say that you got the file here and you delete it. There has to be a thing that propagates upwards to sync it over here. And this is built with Electron and React. So the UI is React, and then this window is Electron. And there's a bridge that does the communication. You can see these 3 terminals here. You run Electron with this, and you build and run the app with this, which I'll spend most of the time in there. So if I start the Electron app, you can see here. So this is like drag drop ready, and the files would end up in here, the sprites. But yes, that's what's happening there. Now let's look at some actual code. So main.js is the Electron part. This defines the window size, like when it opens. But the important thing is the bridge, which you can see right here. So it's waiting for a specific event, send image data. And when we look at our React app, that specific component, the drag drop, it calls that method send image data right here, and it's bound through window.api. There are other files to make this all work, like they're over here, preload. So like this is where you define those and expose those methods, like send image data is there. And this is a callback right here, image added. That's what we'll use to know that that's what the React app will use to render here, like that data is sent back, which you can see. This isn't how I'm going to develop this app. I'll develop it in the browser, but like here's our list of sprites, and if you drop one of them, you can see like where is that, 31, 58, 31. Yeah. This is just saying the image loaded. I'll take that out. Oh, right here. So this is the callback. This is where that, where is it? Right here. So we've got the image data. This is base64. So we'll be able to render it right here. Yeah. All right. I guess let's get going then. So, oh man, this stuff die. Dude, VS Code has been having problems. Well, this was a while back on the MacBook, but all of a sudden, like, everything will just disappear. It's just like a blank, dark window. And you have to, like, restart it. Anyway, so yeah, this is the React app. You do npm start. That'll open up a browser somewhere. Oh, good, it opened this one. Nice. Alright, we got a problem. What is it saying? Cannot read properties. Where is that? Bundle. I'll do this way. 57. Alright, 57. Doesn't like that? Really? Image added. Image added. That's right. Wait. No, it actually is broken. I worked on this 2 days ago, so I remember what I was doing. Image data. Oh, I wonder if this isn't available outside of Electron. Damn. I mean, that makes sense, because it... I see. Okay, forget that. Alright, we'll add a check there if it's available or not. So at least the app will run. Alright, so we got the app back up. Refresh this, there are no errors. What I can do is store an image and use that as like test data to render with. Yeah, let me do that. So we'll go back here, we'll start the Electron app, which this is using a compiled React from this, so the old one, not the current one. So I'll drag our, oh, I do want to show that I added a regex thing here where you have to have underscore in your names. So if I do that, it's gonna like, oh, it needs to be letters. Alright, so I'll put that here. Okay, here's the data. We'll just put it in a state. I don't remember everything, by the way. Sometimes I have to look up stuff, but I think this is like this. Sprites Set sprites, and that'll be like name data. We're not using TypeScript, I'm sorry. I was really using TypeScript a lot, but lately I've been doing cloud work, so I haven't touched front end in a bit. Okay, so we'll add one in there to start with. Name, what's it called? Settings line icon. We do data. Look at that. Damn. Damn. Imagine it's like your entire genome is simplified to a string like this. That's you. Pathetic. Alright, so we've got our image data, and then this won't show up. That's the thing. So I guess no. How would you know to drop sprites in here? It was blank, yeah. Well, tutorials, man, that's what we'll do. But for now, let's add a check. Sprites.length. Well, no length. Sprites.length. Render sprites will be a function. Const render sprites. This will return. Let's just try and oh crap! I have to enumerate over it. Let's see. Sprites.map sprite. Return. No, it's gonna be. No, we'll do div because then I can do the background trick. Scale it. Some fancy CSS. Look at that, that's terrible, Ben. That's not even how it goes. Forgive me. Source. Then you pull in sprite.data. That'll be enough. What? Alright. Alt. Sprite. Oh. Oh, it failed. It failed. Oh, I gotta put that thing in front of it. What is it called? Data. Alright, so there is some kind of pattern. It's like data. This is what I'm talking about. I have to look this up. Alright, so I got the thing. It goes in front like that. Did it work? It did. Alright. Oh yeah, I need that key. I'm recording myself doing a video because I'm like mentally drained, so I don't really want to do this. But I must. Tomorrow though, I'm just gonna bust this out. Okay, I need a key. So when you enumerate over something, there's an index over here. Key equals index. I believe. So we've got this. Man, we have to change the. I'll have to do dynamic CSS on here. So. So here we'll do sprites.length, and I don't know, let's say has sprites, terrible. And then the CSS for that, the body, this is SCSS, you can do this nesting. So instead of it being a center like that, it'll be flex start. Actually, no, you know what? It should be flex direction row, flex wrap. Nah, I do still have to do that. We'll see. Alright, so now it's up here, which we can make a couple of them and insert them in here. Oh crap. To see what happens, like with the layout. Oh god, look at that. So it's not working right. So, why are they growing 100% height? Oh, there's a trick for that, the perfect squares, but oh, yeah, alright. Let's column, this is the hide sprites, do, oh, okay, yeah, so it'll work. What is this gap though, man, what is that? Flex direction row, I need that stuff. Why is there a gap? That's weird. Maybe, let's see. No, it's gonna be like, anyway, hold on. I don't like this. Why it do that? Why? You can also make it display block, inline block. Yeah, you'd have to define the width of things. Let me do that. Let me make a perfect square real quick. Sprite. So here is a trick. We'll control the width. Let's see, how many do we want? This will be dynamic too, but to some extent, I'm not trying to make this like perfect. Let's do like 5, I guess. So we want 5 across. We do like that. Oh, and you can do minus, I don't know, 1 rem. Height is auto. Margin 0. Oh, that's a good picture. Just came on my screensaver. Unfortunately, it was taken with the Minolta on the Sony NEX5N, so. This is the trick right here. So say display block content. That should make a perfect square. So then you say position relative Oh, not here. Oh, yes, here. The image is position absolute, width 100%, height 100%, background size. I think, is that valid? Background, repeat, no. Position, center. Oh, now where to go? Let's go. This doesn't, oh yeah, my bad. It's padding top. Yeah, so there we go. Interesting. Oh, you have to say like top 0, left 0. Okay. We'll give it a border. This is like my go-to color. Tweak. And that's probably too much. We'll see. Yeah. Why is there 7 though? That's weird. It's supposed to be. %, is 5, right? Oh, because of the margins. What? Huh? One is a lot. Let me do 0.5. And this should be 2.5, I think. How are they fitting across though? That's weird. Like if I just do 20%, why is it 2, 4, 6, 7? Still, there's, well, there are 7, but I don't, what is this gap, man? What is that? Ah, sprites body. Okay, fine. We'll keep that for is that the same thing? I don't know. None? Alright, Fine, we'll do that. So it's flex none and rep. Although the problem is the scrolling. So I might try not doing that. Let's do like block instead. And this guy is like display inline block. Yeah, so then it'll follow. All right. Because the main concern I have is that it's 100% height. When it overflows, it has a scroll bar. I'll fix that later though. We got this, this gap is too much, man. All right. 2.5, 2.5. Hey, what is going on there? They don't line up. Let me reduce that. So we wanted 2.5 here, 2.5 here. Yeah, there's a trick to this to make it perfectly symmetrical. And I've had to do it. See why there's a gap here. Like a bigger gap, that's weird. Why? Alright, I don't like this spacing here, so I'll add something there. Margin top. Margin top. Not margin. Padding. Margin? Margin. Margarine? Margarine. Alright, and then I don't like how close these are, so I'm going to reduce the width, say 8%. Damn, I have to like, I'm not going to do that. We'll do padding. Padding can shrink an image. Yeah. 0.25 ren. Okay. What's interesting too is like, it would make sense to have them as squares, but then when you drag them out here, like if it's a rectangular thing and it's big, it would have to scale. But, alright, what was that? Padding on the image. Alright, so now we are able to render a sprite if we have it. Oh, I don't like that. This line right here doesn't line up with that. But forget it. Trivial matters. We're going for the sweeping, the big things. I'm gonna add this because I like it. So then, yeah, it indicates that you can do that. Alright, so what we gotta do is when this happens right here, we have to push this into the state. So you say like if see sprites dot find sprite dot name equal oh damn, I forgot what comes in here. Is it name and data? Yeah. Data.name, I think. Yeah. Does not equal because we don't want to add duplicates. Then we shall push it, set sprites. Oh man, I always forget how this goes. It's like this. That's previous sprites. Actually, you know what I can just do? Let's do it. Previous sprites, you destructure that. Oh, there's like an arrow. Wait. Kind of like that. I'm trying to do this from memory, so it's like, and then we put in the new sprite. Say name data. Is that right? All right, so that should work whenever this callback runs. So let's try it. I'll turn the web app off. npm start. Or no, not start, my bad. Run build. Turn off the Electron app. Okay. Oh damn. Well, that sprite is in there because we have it hard coded, but let's add another thing. Let's say like this one. It should get pushed in there. Hey, very nice, very nice. Yeah. So what's missing is we don't have a file watcher, like folder watcher, on this folder. As I mentioned before, all those, oh crap, my bad. All those images go here, so the one we just added is right there. You can see it's untracked, they're new files. So you use something called like chokadar, and it watches the folder for changes. Like if a file disappears, it'll emit an event, and Electron will ping the app, and then it can remove or add the missing file. That's if somebody directly adds icons into a folder, which you shouldn't do that, particularly with the naming convention. Because if the reason it's using underscores is like thinking about Python, and also like it's pretty, but I mean, the file name is it's the last part of a name, so I guess it's not a huge deal if it has like dashes instead of underscores, but dashes can break, you know, module imports or whatever in Python. Anyway, nobody likes watching code, but there's a short one. Yeah, it's like there's things in here, like I have to add like two buttons here where you can click a grid, or not a grid, it's like 4 squares. You know, you click them, you see this, and if you click the lines, you'll see a list, and then the list, you know, it's like alphabetical. And when you hover over it, I guess it could render an image, but those are like, you know, advanced features. There's other things to deal with, like the nesting menus here, the snap grid to position the things, the event binding. I've drawn this where is it? Yeah, in the README, like I explain the layers of the menu system. And depending on your camera, if it uses a SPI display or DSI, you know, you may not have this open box layer. And OpenCV, I'm gonna have to see how like weaker cameras handle it. Because like one of the features is, I'm calling it like focus peaking, but it's, you know, focus assisting, where it's literally looking at the frame from the camera. It's using something called Laplace variance, and it gives you a number that tells you how in focus or not focus it is. And that'll display on the screen, you know, like as a number that increases or decreases, and then you can take a picture. It's not the kind of peaking where it highlights areas. I'm thinking you could do something like that with contour finding, but yeah. Anyway, so I'll just be working on this. I want to get this done by the weekend. I was thinking, I'm not even gonna. Tomorrow's gonna be like super cold, I think. So, yeah, there you go. Menu builder, sample development.